August 7th, 2025 at 6:00 PM.
Allen,
Present?
Carmack,
Present.
Combs, Fetter,
Present.
Harrison,
Present.
Spicer.
Present.
I think I heard the back. That might be Brenda right now.
Someone back there. That's her. There she is.
Okay, could you all please rise for the prayer and the pledge? Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day and the blessings you have bestowed on South Lebanon and on our citizens. Help us to strengthen our community and let us work together for the good of our community. Let the work we do be acceptable in your sight. Help us to be respectful and wise in the use of tax dollars. We give thanks for all of our staff. Protect the public works staff as they work in this summer heat. Keep them safe. Protect our first responders and please keep them safe as they go about their missions. Bless their families and give them peace. We give thanks for all the veterans today as we recognize our Purple Heart recipients' service and sacrifice. We ask for your protection of our nation and pray for our leaders. Thank you for this nation you have given to us. Let us be wise about the freedoms we have. Freedom has come at a very high price. In your holy name we pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you and welcome, everybody. Looks like we have no guests this evening, so I will open the floor to the public, and that's you.
Hi, my name is Alex Merman, and I'm the owner of the Furry Mermaid Canine Company. We just opened on Forest Avenue this past Saturday, and I wanted to thank the city for helping with our ribbon cutting ceremony this past Saturday. I appreciate that happening, and I appreciate you letting me speak today. I just wanted
Alex, could you give your address as well? I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. It actually it's kind of odd because we we leased two spaces, so it's two.
Your home address.
Oh, my home address.
Yes,
My home address is 3250 Halls Creek Road in Morrow.
thank you.
Yes. And then the retail space, the Furry Mermaid, is on Forest Avenue between the post office and the laundromat. So the two spaces there. It is one business. We just have two spaces. So I wanted to just explain kind of what we do. We do have a grooming salon there, which is small potatoes of what we wanted. It's so much more than that. So one side is a grooming salon, and we have a very experienced groomer that has come on. She's fantastic, and I'm really pleased with her work so far. I'm just a helper. I can do a little bit, but she's the master of the grooms. So I would have liked for her to come, but she was actually in the middle of grooming a dog, so I couldn't bring her. But we also have dog treats, human treats, dog accessories, human products that are dog themed. It's a little retail shop, like a boutique kind of place that has a little bit of everything, but it's all dog themed is the goal. We have secondhand dog items. So, you know, like how you have Plato's Closet, where you go inside your clothes. This is Pluto's Closet. So we have a little bit of, and they're just kind of makes it affordable. They're gently used, clean items. They just maybe been used by dog first. So we have a little bit of that. We also have new things. So a little bit of that, all of that together. That's just, again, part of that. And then we also have lots of classes. I wanted to have a spot for the community. So I'll address that again, but there's more classes. I also wanted a lot of small business collaborations to happen. I wanted it to just be kind of a little bit of everything, mostly small business provided products. So I listed, some of the small businesses that I'm working with that offer their products in my shop. Red River Confections, Gale Knoll Farms, Katie's Cookies, which I brought for everyone today. Biscuits and Barks, Danny Cakes, Paulson Turkey Chews, the Carrie's Signature Parties, Playing with Clay, On Track Training. Those are just some that are, it's set in stone. I have more that I'm in the works with. So all small businesses locally in the area. So, monthly classes. I did include a calendar. It's not completed, but it's the calendar of events for the rest of the year. I have ladies' nights. This is all monthly classes that we're going to be offering in the shop. So we're having once a month a ladies' night out where that's where the Carrie signature parties comes in. She makes signs, the wooden signs. So it's kind of, you bring your friends, you have a snack, you make part, and it's all dog themed. Make a little wooden sign for your porch for just a fee and have it like a little ladies' night out. Once a month I want to do a kids craft night, and it's like a story. We have one of my kids who I voluntold that she's going to be wearing a dog kind of mascot costume, and we're going to do a story and a free craft for the kids once a month, and just kind of do community things. Puppy training classes, that's going to be every Sunday. We're actually not open to the public, but if you've signed up for one of those puppy training classes, you are then on Sundays available for that. Doggy art, which is going to be by appointment only. Different little things that you can bring your dog in and do art with your dog. I know it sounds crazy, but it's actually a lot of fun.
Sounds pretty cool.
Puppy yoga. This is something that I'm working on, a couple different rescues that will actually bring puppies. So it's kind of a win-win. There's a yoga studio that's willing to donate their services. The puppies that will be utilized for puppy yoga are rescue puppies. So it kind of gets them exposure because they're up for adoption. And then it's basically just a yoga class with puppies running around all over you, and hopefully the puppies get some exposure for adoption. They also get socialization, and then get to play puppies while you do yoga. And then a dog treat cooking class. That's just learning how to make your own dog treats. That will be open to children as well. That's some of the classes that I'm working on now. Some of them are already set in stone. Some of them are to come. Goals that I have that I would like to see happen at the shop. I'm working on a pet food pantry. I would like to maybe partner with the local South Lebanon food pantry if possible. I still need to reach out, but it would just be like a take one, leave one. Sometimes your dog doesn't like food. Sometimes pet passes away and you have a lot of food left over. Just kind of a spot once where you can drop pet food items, or if you need something, you can come get it. And it's just kind of like a bin for pet food items. It doesn't have to be just dogs and pets, but I'd like to have that in shop. I'm working for some adoption events, the local rescues that I'd like to see happen. And then also, I would like a basic canine education class to happen at my shop. And that's just for somebody that may have never had a dog before, think it's a great idea. Sometimes dogs are a lot of work. So maybe just like a basic little class you could sign up for that kind of gives you the ins and outs of what dog ownership really is like. And the last thing I forgot to type in, so I wrote it in last minute. I apologize for my terrible handwriting. I have in the works a local canine hero meet and greet, which is actually the ODNR dog. Possibly working on an event where I can bring, or he'll bring the dog in, do a little example of what she does, and the dog, the kids can meet her. She's really good. So that's kind of what, in a nutshell, more than this, but in a nutshell, what we have going on. We've only been open for a few days. Really pleased with the community coming in and seeing us. So I just wanted to say thank you for allowing this opportunity, and yeah, thank you.
Well, we want to thank you for choosing South Lebanon to do this in. And I think it's great. It's beautiful. I mean, I think you've got a great thing going there, and it's going to be a success. Great ideas. Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions they might want to ask?
Anybody have any questions? No, we're good.
We're just talking about setting up for ladies paint and set time.
Yeah. It's online
saw
already.
that.
Yeah. getting ready to, do the link for September. So the August one's live now, September. The September one is it's a ghost dog that says Happy Halloween.
Oh,
That sounds great. Thank you. Okay, I'll close the floor to the public unless there's somebody else from the public that wants to. New business, moving on to new business, ordinance 2025-15. The first reading authorizing supplemental appropriations for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025. And that's so entered into the record. Was there any questions or anything anybody had? Okay. Moving right along. Emergency Resolution 2025-31, authorizing an agreement with Alt and Whittick Engineering for consulting services related to the River Corridor Sanitary Sewer Extension Project. Are there any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I will need a motion and a second to waive the 2 reading rule.
Lisa, I make a motion to waive the 2 reading rule.
Liddell, a second. Allen. Yay. Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison. Yay. Spicer.
Yay.
Thank you. Motion carries. Now a motion to approve by title, a motion and a second to approve by title only. Emergency Resolution 2025-31, authorizing an agreement with Alt and Whittick Engineering for consulting services related to the River Corridor Sanitary Sewer Extension Project.
Lisa, Federer, I'll make the motion.
Brenda Combs, second.
Allen. Yay. Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison. Yay. Spicer.
Yay.
Motion carries. Thank you. Moving on to discussing rescheduling of mayor court dates, and I'm going to let Chase head that up.
Thank you. So I've been in discussions with Magistrate Nixon about rescheduling mayor's courts from Thursdays to the first and third Wednesdays of the month. The basis for that is we think that Wednesday is a very unpopular day in our county to have municipal court. Other than Springboro Mayor's Court, I'm unaware of any other dockets going on at that time. Lebanon has gone full-time their municipal court, and that could, part of their docket is now Thursday mornings. And so we think if we move to Wednesdays, it will be better for transporting prisoners if necessary, and also the public defender getting over here. So I advised the mayor of that. She said she would be fine with that. I think that all we would need is maybe a vote by the council to approve that. This would be effective the first Wednesday of November, just because mine and the magistrate's calendar to get things coordinated. I'm kind of booked up on my Wednesdays until November, so.
Okay, are there any questions or discussion?
I do have a question. I guess my question would be, so we're going from every week to every other week?
No, sorry, I said Thursdays. It's every other Thursday. We would just be going to every other Wednesday instead. Yeah.
Okay. This will go on. No one has any problems with this? Okay. According to our rules of council, things that are discussed will go on to the next agenda. So we'll have that ready on the next agenda. Because we have plenty of time.
Right.
it's not gonna happen till November, so we'll just follow the rules and we'll go proceed with that, okay? Thank you, Chase. I need a motion and a second to approve the invoices if there's no questions or discussion.
Brenda Combs, a motion made.
Sharon Carmack, second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack. Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better, Harrison. Yay. Spicer.
Yay.
Motion carries. Thank you. A motion to approve, pre-approve travel expenses for the utility clerk to attend the annual Impact Conference in Sandusky, Ohio. A motion and a second is needed. Does anybody have any questions or discussion about this? Hearing none?
Brenda Combs, motion made.
Sharon Carmack, second.
Allen. Yay. Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison. Yay. Spicer.
Yay.
Motion carries. Thank you. Need a motion and a second for the approval of the minute meetings for the regular meeting, July 17th, 2025, if there are no corrections or additions.
Linda, I want to make a motion to approve as written.
Lisa Feder, I'll second.
Allen,
Yay.
Carmack,
Yay.
Combs,
Yay.
Better,
Yay.
Harrison. Yay. Spicer.
Yay.
Motion carries. Thank you. There is no old business, so moving on to communications and reports. I'll try to keep mine short and let our department heads talk to you about what they've been doing. We had a farewell party for George Hall, who was one of our seasonal workers. He left yesterday, but he was a great addition, and he's not really gone because when he comes home from college, he'll come back and fill in during the holidays and stuff. So, but he was and very talented. I found out all these people can sing that we didn't know. We have a band here that we could put together, and
That you, the leader? Jerry?
Jerry could be the leader, yeah. And we also, Chris the leader? Okay. We also celebrated the birth of Paul's new son, who is one of our Public Works crew. And so we celebrated that as well. Lots of good things happening. We met with, I believe it was MSP, the meeting's been so long ago, about the sewer project, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So long ago, a week and a half. But that was a great productive meeting with a lot of people in that meeting. We also had a personnel meeting. We discussed personnel cost and things like that. We had a ribbon cutting at Furry Mermaids Dog Salon on Saturday morning. It was great. We had movie night in the park Saturday. Mustafa was a big hit, but it was very cold.
Yes, very cold.
We had snacks and juice and candy, and those kids were hyped up on sugar when they left. I'm sure their parents really appreciated us. And we had a stuffed animal for all the kids and even the adults if they wanted one. Of course, last night was our national night out, and I'm going to let Sergeant Adams talk to you more about that, but it was a great success. We have security training tomorrow. Is that for the council as well? It's at night. It's an hour long. It's at 9 a.m. if you'd like to take part. Yes, we do. We have to get up early. We also met with Ethan Reynolds, who is the our area representative from the governor's office, and he gave us a lot of valuable information. And Ethan's been a friend of mine and a contact for many years, so he filled us in on a lot of things and opportunities that are open to us. Probably, didn't he say December to start looking for all those grants and stuff? Yeah. So we'll have to stay on our state rep, but we will. And that's, I think, today is recognition of their Purple Heart recipients. And I just want to say, I just want to remember them and recognize them. We are a Purple Heart city. And how many years ago did we do that? Just 3 years ago? Seems like a long time ago.
This is the 4th year, yeah.
I thought at first you were saying it 2003, and I was gonna say, no, I wasn't on council then. But it's great, and just a little personal history. I am a descendant of George Washington through his brother Lawrence, who was George's half brother, and Lawrence was my great, so many greats away, uncle. And George Washington was the one who developed the Purple Heart. It wasn't as fancy as it is now, but it is very, when you meet one of those Purple Heart recipients, you know they've been through quite a bit. So we just want to remember them today. It is the National Awareness Day for Purple Heart, and just always want to remember them. I watched a show last night. I don't know if you all know, his name is Johnny Joey Jones. I love him. Yeah. And it was about when he was wounded in Iraq, and he's a double amputee, and when he came home and how he's dealt with this. But if you ever get a chance to watch it, it's well worth watching. So I think it's on YouTube. You can go there and just catch it. So that's all I've got. I said I was going to keep it short. So moving on to our Director of Finance, Tina Williams.
Thank you, Mayor Burke. The only thing I have is that you guys should have all received an email this week regarding our post audit for the 2024 financials. That will be this coming Monday at 10 a.m. and we will have it here, and we also have it on Zoom if you're unable to come in person to meet with us. Just a little bit about how the audit went. It was, it's a clean audit again this year like we had last year. So that's 2 years in a row. So I'm quite proud of that. And I don't, there's nowhere to go but down, but so I'm just gonna, take the good right now and be happy that we're doing so well. So if you can make it, I'd love to have you guys there. Thank you.
Thank you. Job well done. Jerry, our administrator.
Yeah, just a couple of things. So we have a planning commission meeting scheduled next Tuesday night. Just a couple items on there. One rezoning and a replat. Coming up in the next few meetings, we have there'll be some legislation about electric aggregation, as well as the solid waste rates. Those solid waste rates should be staying the same. That's what we're going to recommend. So that's coming up. MVR withdrew the application for the PUD and the rezoning for the Freilich property. That public hearing was scheduled for the next meeting on the 21st. That has since been canceled. So notices have been sent out to the adjoining property owners, as well as on our website and on the big board. So I think that's all I got. I think the movie night and National Night Out went great. So I think got a lot of good stuff from the National Night Out. So.
We did. There was lots of great swag out there. Yeah. What was something else? Oh, I do have something else. I forgot. I am attending a birthday party on Sunday for Paul Bryan. Is it Paul? And we have a proclamation to present him from the city. He'll be 94 years old, and we just wanted to recognize him. His family is throwing a birthday party for him.
Shelby Bryant?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Paul Shelby, I don't know how I'm making that connection. Shelby Paul, okay. See, I knew there was a, okay. Okay, our law director. I'm sorry, I skipped Harry. I'm sorry. Public Works Director, Harry Holbert.
You have my department reports. If you have any questions, I'll take those first. I just wanted to highlight a couple items. Do you have any questions?
I'm sure you don't say it in red.
Okay, I'll go ahead and highlight a couple items that kind of stand out and just for information. Our crack sealant program does start next month, so you may start receiving complaints about detours and those type of things, but we continue to move during that process. We have a machine that blows out the roads and the cracks, and we come behind and we seal it, and then there's additional equipment in front and behind us.
There you go.
So we're only going to do one street at a time, but it doesn't start till next month, okay? Zor Road, we have some serious erosion controls. Erosion matters, I should say, and it's starting to fall down the hill. So it's somewhat stable now. We've reached out to the county engineer. He actually pointed out to us in regards to some of our guardrails and those type of things. So I'm just bringing it up to your attention because we're going to be looking at grants and those type of items to help pay for it, but it's going to be an expensive endeavor, but it's something that has to be done. So you may see some legislation in the next 3 to 6 months. Let me see, George Hall. Great addition to our staff. Really did a good job out there. He stayed safe. He wore safety equipment. There was no incidents, which is really important to me because you don't want your employees getting injured. And he was out on State Route 48 multiple times during his time here with trimming all that. He expanded on his knowledge of equipment. He was never bashful about saying, hey, I can help with that. So we really appreciate his help. He will, as the mayor said, he will be back in December for a couple weeks just to help. And who knows, maybe we give him a snow blower and put him to work, right? So, unexpected repairs of our aging infrastructure. That's under public water. So we still continue to have unexpected repairs, and that's part of being a city, a township, any community that maintains their streets and their infrastructure. So we continuously have those, which means we also have unexpected cost and unexpected overhead being overtime. A couple more things, miscellaneous. We continue to get behind on our typical maintenance and may need to hire an additional employee. So I'm going to be getting with Tony and Mike to kind of review each of the job that we do now, where we are falling behind, because we're going to get into a time where we have sealant, crack sealant, leaf removal, then snow removal, and then before you know it, spring will be here and we'll be starting all over again. So I want to try to get caught up this year because we've got catch basins that have needed repairs for multiple years. As we do more road projects, we're seeing the infrastructure under there is failing. So that's going to be something we're going to do outside. We'll hire vendors to do that, but some of the things we're trying to do to keep the cost down. So we go in, if you've noticed, on Potter Morrow, that's a full depth repair to that road. Our in-house guys are going out and tearing out part of the curb replacing part of the curb, which is great that we can do that because the concrete cost alone was almost $2,000. So usually you can either double or triple that amount for labor. So we've saved 5,000 to 7,000 just by having our guys do it, and they did a great job. So I commend Tony on that because he's leading that charge. I basically just go out and paint the ones that need to be removed. So my job's pretty easy at this point. But I was on the other end a long time ago, so I like to paint better now. Oh, and this is coming up. So we started to gather information regarding our parks and having a park study, but we want to get some input regarding items to do to those. I started looking at a trail to just kind of connect our parks, maybe looking at some type of river overlook with maybe a deck, but we're going to be looking for your input also. So we think about those if you're on the committee, and even if you're not on a committee, ideals for us to start looking at when we plan to get with a advisor on those. Installation of the material for Otis Park new stone monument. You may have noticed that in Otis Park, that sign was removed. It was damaged. The trees were also removed. They were in poor condition. So what we thought we'd do is just start with a clean slate. The Otis have donated a large stone. Actually, there's only one vehicle that they have that can lift it. So they're going to basically put it on a truck it over and then unload it. And then from that point, we're going to do some landscaping around it. We're going to combine mulch, stone, daylilies, some other small shrubs and just kind of dress it up. It'll be a nice addition to that park. So we're looking forward to getting that stone placed. Last two items, I'm sure everybody's aware of this. Material and labor costs continue to increase.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to affect everybody's 2026 budget, especially mine, because there's so many departments and all we do is buy. We buy, we place, we buy, replace. So I'm just making you aware of that. And the last thing, which is really near and dear to me, is the county is a great partner. I can't tell you how many people I've worked with over there. They've been a great help to me since I've come in here. Just their attention to detail, whether it's the sheriff's department or it's their maintenance department. If we need equipment, they are very good. They step up. On Mesa Mara Millgrove, our road expansion, road widening, there was a section that was like 50 foot that needed to be paved between the county engineers part of the project and ours. They came in and paved it. We worked it out so that our contractor would basically bill them. So everything has been worked. They've got a contract with them for that last portion that they paved. And now when you can go to down there all the way to the bridge, it's new pavement. So other issues with River Creek, but we'll leave it at that. That's all I got. Does anybody have any questions? I'm happy to answer.
So that paving with the River Creek lofts is actually through the TIF, so we don't actually see the money, but that's part of the,
There we go.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I have one thing I can ask. I encountered on Facebook questions about potholes, and I referred them, instead of complaining on Facebook, to please call the city and let us know where they're talking about, because that's the only way it's going to get fixed. We have to know where it's at to fix it, not just like Facebook is not 911. It's not complain on Facebook and you'll get your street pothole fixed. We
Yeah.
have to know.
Oh, one more thing. I did meet with a resident on King because we just paved that and we had one grate that is starting to move. So I did reach out to our contractor who did that repavement. They did the infrastructure replacement. We're going to meet probably next week out on site to go over that. When I look at it, it's probably going to need to be maybe an 8x10 area, re-excavated, and new infrastructure put in that place. So when the engineer did the design, they basically took what was there and kept it in place, and we just repaved up to it. Well, with that repavement, some of the repavement is starting to fail around this very large grate, which is kind of a custom grate anyway. The only way I see to fix it is basically pull it out, put in a new grate, put in a new block, and then tie everything together one more time, because he pointed out a lot of good things, which was bad things for us. Bus traffic goes through there. They take wide turns, so a lot of that weight from the buses go on there. I talked to the fire chief. He also had, when we had our parade, he takes a wide turn through there, so there's a lot of traffic that goes out on that grate. So it's worked over the years, but there are some areas where it's bending and it's also moving no more. So we do have a lot more traffic than what we've had. So that doesn't help. So it's in the process. We're looking at it. Trying to think what else. That's it. Call me if you have anything else. I'll take care of it.
There's a lot to look at. Okay, now our law director.
I have nothing else to report. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. That's good, though, when you don't have a lot to report. That means we're doing okay. Sergeant Adams, yeah, staying out of trouble.
Is that directed to me to stay
No,
out
I
of
was,
trouble? Okay. I just-
no, whether I was here or in my council seat, I was always seated next to the solicitor, and I said, I wonder why they did that, to, I guess, keep me out of trouble.
Uh,
You got your eye on me?
I got it. Biggest thing we have, I mean, there's obviously a lot of things going on, but focus on here for this week, is we had the National Night Out. First one that I know of that the city's had, and a lot of positive feedback. I think from what I saw and the people that attended and what we were able to do with competing with the others, I was very happy with it, and I think it's something that I will continue to look at planning again for next year. At that point, I think we're going to kind of shift it. Maybe this one was good with the playground and everything. Hope keep everybody occupied and entertained and let it flow easy. I'm going to talk to the fire chief. We're talking about proposing to move it to Rogers Park or in the future, just so it's more out of the way at that point. But I was very happy with it. I want to definitely thank Mayor and Councilmember Combs for donating the hot dogs and the chips and buns that the First Baptist Church was here, so they prepared and handed out. That was a huge help. They also had popcorn and ices or slushies, or it was ices. And from what I could tell, I saw everybody, anywhere from small kids to older adults, walk around with them. So I'm glad they were a lot of help. Shine Orthodontist, they were huge, handing out the ice cream and everything like that.
I
They're a
didn't
great
see
community
that.
partner. I'm glad they were able to. I'm glad they were able to fit us in their schedule. I know they're hugely busy down there in their offices. Everybody's support, council, everybody has supported this. I appreciate all of that. Harry and the road department were a huge help, not only of getting what we needed over here, but setting it up and blocking the roadways. That made it a safe event to keep vehicles from coming through or coming into any of the crowd or any of the people that walk around, the pedestrians. So thank you very much, and make sure to thank your guys for me. The fire department, they helped us out. They had those nice tents for the community partners. They had all the tables and the chairs, which just made it awesome. They come over, we got it set up in no time. And unfortunately, due to the weather hitting, lightning strikes, things like that, we were able to get it broke down really quick as well with the road crew and the fire department and the deputies over here. So that was awesome. The community partners, I could go through, there were several here. Their giveaways were really neat. Some of the ones that we saw, I think 911 had the little squeeze ball where the eyes pop out, all this other stuff. So, I mean, just everything they were doing, anything from raffles to that, that brought a lot of interest. I saw a lot of people up and down on the street talking to them. So, that was great. And then, of course, I'm going to thank the deputies that took time away from their family on their days off to come here. That was awesome. The K-9, having a K-9 demo, great. Detective Sergeant Smith that was doing the drone. The drone was cool. We've got some footage I haven't been able to review yet, but he's got it on our servers. So I'd like to maybe take a minute tomorrow and look over them. But and the community for coming to the event. That was awesome. I just hope to grow it and continue on every year and having fun. So
It was a good night.
yeah, thank you to everybody. Okay, yeah. If you get a chance, just email it to me and I'll put it on our L drive too. So that way the K-9 can go and view it and see. He likes that stuff as well. So, but I couldn't ask for up till the end any better weather. It cooled down a little bit, just right. But then we had the rain that kind of hit and kind of dispersed everybody. But all in all, I think it was a success and I enjoyed doing it and being here. So thank you.
It was very well organized. Thank you. Thank you. It was very well organized. And I think maybe next year we should have a table out there for the city. Because there was one empty table and I sat down there with a couple of council members and we talked to, yeah, quite a few people.
Can't have quorum though. Can't talk.
There were only 2 council members.
Keep us straight there.
We weren't talking business.
All
We just, like, if somebody said, I have a pothole, okay, call the city. That kind of thing. Yeah. But it was a great evening. It really was. Okay, moving on to our council members, Councilmember Spicer. And I just want to give Roland our deepest condolences.
Thank you, Mayor, and I really appreciate Mayor and members of council who came to the funeral. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Roland, so much for everything you do. Councilmember Fetter.
I just want to thank everyone for the movie night. I would like to do that again. I have some ideas on that one I think we can build on. And Sergeant Adams, you knocked it out of the park. That was so much fun. So I liked it down there though. Yeah. So I don't know, but it was really good. You did great.
Thank you, Lisa, for 4th of July movie night in the park. And the committee, y'all did a great job. Councilmember Carmack.
I have nothing to report.
Thank you. Councilmember Harrison.
I just want to echo everything that's already been said that I could think of. I thought everything was a great success. I enjoyed it all and I took, me and my pictures. So I put it on Facebook and did I send it to you? I might need to send it to Jerry, but I will send that over to you in the video that we captured too. But great memories for the kid, for our community. And thank you everybody that was involved in making this all come to our community. And thank you for the ribbon cutting. And I wanted to remind everybody too, we've got an icon person, Pauline Holloway is going to be 100 years old this year. And I don't know the date, what month, but she's turning 100. So a shout out, happy birthday to her. And I'll try to find out.
If I'm not mistaken, it's October.
And what's her last name?
Holloway. She's
Pauline-
at the Riverside Nursing Home.
Paulway?
Holloway. She used to work at the post
Cedarview.
office. She
Give me-
retired whenever I came on board and Fran. So,
Give me her information if you can, please.
She's at the Cedarview
Cedarview.
Nursing Home. Lebanon.
and that's all I've got that I can think of right now.
Okay,
Thank you, everybody.
thank you. Councilmember Allen. Do you have anything to report?
She's a wonderful person, but no, I have nothing to report except that, guys, I do, let me say this, South Lebanon, I think the last 2 years, we have expanded into so many events, I think, we're doing a great job altogether, the whole city of South Lebanon, the people that come, the people that get involved. It's exciting to see, and I'm looking forward to next year as what we can do. Thank you.
Well, it's coming up fast, I'll tell you. Council member Combs.
Yeah, echo.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful night. I think you and Chief hit it out of the park
Yes.
a few times.
It was good.
And I appreciate you and I appreciate our first responders. Thank you. And our city workers.
Yes.
Yes, it's been hot out there. It's been a tough summer and I really am enjoying the sunflower field where it's at because I get to see it every day as I go by. So I don't know if I haven't seen a lot of people out there taking pictures yet, but it's a great place for it. Does anybody have anything else for the good of the order? Hearing none, I need a motion and a second to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?